Alrighty guys, so inside this box is something very special. I have Nerfomania over my workshop right now, which means I have the opportunity to talk about this. Now, there are a few legendary weapons in the nerfing community that everyone can agree are like very, very special. Some of them are FA-24's work, some of it's like old slug blasters, and this is probably one of the more modern ones, truth be told. But this is a guru, and gosh, if they don't wrap it up something ferocious. Underneath all of these, what appear to be brand new bath towels, is going to be a split fire crossbow integration, which is what Guru means. Now this is a Guru Mark 4, whereas the Guru Mark 3 was made by Captain Slug. The Guru Mark 4 is an all Nerfomania creation for Zaxby's, who is one of the oldest SE&C members in terms of like time spent nerfing. So this is what it looks like. It's designed specifically to fire our Southeast slugs. It has a CPVC barrel with what appear to be brass inserts, or this is PVC with brass inserts, and then these are clear PVC over more brass inserts for the split fire. Now, the split fire and the crossbow's internals are mechanically fastened to one another. This is 1/2-inch polycarbonate that kind of attaches everything. I know that Nam taps it and then sets it through, but Nerfomania basically took Slug's design and improved it. Now, normally Zaxby's has a little ramrod thing that he uses for these guys, but I do not have that privilege. Now, the last time the Guru Mark 4 was in battle, I think that it broke, and so Nam made an aluminium plunger handle for it, and I mean, hopefully you guys can appreciate that on camera. That is gorgeous. I almost feel bad playing with it before Zaxby's because he is gonna be stoked. That feels so good. So the internals here, as you can see, are a K26 with a skirt seal up at the front, similar to how a plus bow works, but this is absolutely beautiful work. I mean, it's no secret that Nam is the best homemade maker in the NIC, currently active, but the fact that he makes these polycarbonate triggers all from scratch, all of the work that went into fine-tuning the barrels, and this entire chunk here that sets everything together so that this, despite some of the creakiness, is actually rock solid. Plus, I mean, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of this plunger handle. Like, Lilith is an insane crossbow, certainly in the same league as this, but the aluminium plunger handle is just insanely cool. So let's load it up and fire it at least twice, just cuz, but definitely wanted to make a video about the Guru while it was at my workshop because it doesn't leave Zaxby's very often, that is for certain, and why would it? I mean, it is too cool. So I wish I had his dowel rod so that I could fully seat these, but the split fire, as you know, I've done a vintage review on it, is a 2-shot staggered trigger here that pops both of these tanks and is an air blaster. So it allows him to have essentially one sniper shot up front with the crossbow that he can flip on a speed loader, and the split fire, which allows him to have 2 backup shots for when he inevitably gets rushed, because that's what happens when you use a single shot blaster. Not my crossbow, so I don't know actually where to aim. Let's see if we can't hit one of these targets. Nope. We'll flip it, try again. So with anything like this, it's got so much power that you actually want to prime before you flip your speed loader. We can try one more time. Nope. Just not my crossbow. Different strokes. But let's fire the split fire. You can see there's 1, 2, and those were not ideal shots. Normally they hit a little bit harder, and they hit harder the faster you snap this trigger, but I gotta load it and fire it at least one more time. It's just that cool. But that is the Guru Mark 4. It's Captain Slug's design. I mean, a lot of people have used the Gurus 1 through 3 over the series of the hobby, but this one belongs to Zax. If anybody else can appreciate the irony that down south we have 2 nerfers, one of which is chicken and one of which is Zaxby's, I've always thought that that's very funny. But it is just a monstrous primary. I can't get over this priming handle. I wonder what I'm going to have to sell Nam to get him to make me one. He might not. Gosh, I can't hit anything with it. Just goes to show what familiarity is worth with your NIC primary, because Zach's is lethal with this. Nope, but that is a look at the Guru Mark IV. Just a really clean integration here and an absolutely rock solid blaster. I love how this fits into the actual spring rest. Whereas the Lilith has an internal spring rest of forged brass, this is debatably, I'm not sure if it's sturdier, but it's definitely, like, it looks sturdier for sure because of the way that these bolts get to sit through. They're, I think they're actually machine screws going through from either direction and really supporting it against the shell itself. But this is too cool. Very jealous of that. Just a gorgeous primary. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at some NIC grade primary power and a little bit of a history lesson for the NIC for those of you that might be newer to the hobby. But that's the Guru Mark IV. It's all Nam's work, and as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Got the creator himself being super humble, walking off, but Chicken couldn't resist. He had to play with it too. And now we've got, like, documentation. Zaxby's is like, man, everybody else got to play with my toy first. I doubt he cares, but I thought we could get a different angle of it firing, which would be super duper cool. Chicken also has a crossbow. His is a little embroidered. That's the wrong word. Filigreed?
Pretty.
Pretty.
Alright, so it's like 10 pumps?
It'll let you know. It is cool.